Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LTA North. Spring 2025.
The clock. Meanwhile, Team Liquid deciding to keep Yawn down here in the bottom lane. CoreJJ now, after taking a recall, going to move top, and he'll be laning up here with Impact. But yes, okay, you mentioned it. Feels like a minute ago already. Umpty's finally done killing this Earth Drake. It takes so long to kill the damn thing, but he finally gets the work done.
TL are going to be ready to go.
Yeah, they are. They're going in on Sven, who already tried to flash away. But with the Grand Starfall and the Equalizer together, surely they have enough damage. No, Vulcan there to save the day in time as Loki and Blabber have arrived. And Umpty and Impact have to find their exit. Umpty now in danger with a flashback out. A seismic shove into a first blood for Cloud9.
The team punish. Avengers arrive for Cloud.
Then they get the Equalizer over the top, but they just didn't have the damage. Impact didn't fully commit to it. Didn't want to flash in and go for it, but we have a fight back to live.
Back on live, Vulcan's in danger. He doesn't have the Unbreakable Will because he had to use it in the bottom lane, protecting Sven. So Team Liquid made a down payment in the bot lane fight, and they cash in mid.
Yeah, each one gets a kill, but TL get the objective afterwards with the better timing here. Oh!
CoreJJ in danger. Blabber doing a great job immuning the Keeper's verdict. Core almost gets away, but close isn't good enough. And now the objective that it looked like Team Liquid might have secured ends up going into the hands of Blabber and Cloud9.
All right, he's able to punish the Poppy this time around. Nice W there from Blabber. Able to dodge out on the ultimate, and they find their kill. Right back to it.
In the right spot.
There was a tiny crack between the wall and the other wall, and he was able to slip through it. For now, let's see about the re-engage, though, because Yon's on the bottom side.
Yeah, Yawn wants to try to poke these guys a little bit with the Mystic Shot. Sven now ready to join back up with Loki. CoreJJ channeling the Keeper's verdict, but it's a big miss. Now Vulcan with the counterattack here, going after Umpty. Bullet time over the top means that TL can't immediately re-engage, but now Vulcan is isolated. Unbreakable Will keeping him alive as Blabber has already secured the Rift Arrow to the side of C9. Vulcan still only at 100 HP, and Yawn takes him down. Umpty's made his way into the fight, but now a grand entrance should seal his fate. Beautifully done as Cloud9 claims the feat of warfare. APA wants to flash in to secure the kill on Sven, and he finds it, but now it's Blabber and Thanatos looking to kill the Emperor of Shurima, and they've got their man. Yawn got the powered up boots, not the cheap boots, just the boots from last year. I remember our conversation about this last week. Impact is not having a good time, though, up here as Thanatos and Blabber just immediately dogpile him, and Blabber's got kill number 3. Thanatos channeling the taunt, but he finds no target close enough to the wall to land it. C9 onto the Drake now as the Weaver's Wall flies out. Loki looking to create some space while the rest of C9 continues working on the Dragon, but the DPS is low. The health bar is not dropping quick enough. Umpty has made his way forward, but he's about to lose his shield. Now the focus onto the Team Liquid jungler, who has to flash away, and the Infernal Drake is already secured by Cloud9. APA gets over the wall, but Blabber hunts him down with the Dark and Daggers. Impact doesn't have the threat on the back to actually take down the C9 carries, and now C9 is on the hunt. CoreJJ falls to Blabber, a double kill for the Nefiri.
And now, with this large gold lead and the Dragon lead, they can look at Yawn.
Okay, Yawn's the target for Blabber with Sven's follow-up damage. There's no way for the Ezreal to get away from that one. Blabber is 8 out of 9 kill participation, completely taking over the game on this Nefiri.
He ulted, and he's immediately spamming the E to jump where Yawn is going to jump. He's like, I know where you're going, and you're going back to the fountain, buddy.
Yeah, it's getting tough. Objective bounties spawning now at this point, and you look at the top lane tier 1 as well as an easy pick. Vulcan's just going to knock you away. That's not going to work.
Yeah, Umpty's ulti there just completely fizzles out. Thanatos now reinforcing with a grand entrance as C9 thinks about chasing further, but APA's got the Sun Disc to try to delay them. Again, I want to go back to how slowly this game started, because in less than 10 minutes from first blood, we now have C9 with a 6,000 gold lead, 2-manning the Otacon with everybody on Team Liquid alive because they just don't have to respect them. C9 is so far ahead in this game. The True Shot Barrage isn't going to do anything. The Thornbound Otacon claimed by a Cloud9 squad.
Get a big pick, try to kill someone, but C9's playing it really safe, and it feels like either Thanatos is the one moving up where he's just so tanky he's hard to pick off, or when Loki's in a side lane, Blabber's behind him.
And like we said in Champ Select, they're the ones with
nothing or nothing.
I'm going to bet you that TL are not going to fight this Dragon.
Okay, I think you're right. I'm actually, I don't know if there is a nothing bet there, because I don't think that anybody's walking close to this pit as C9 acquires soul point status now. 6,500 gold lead. Otacon already in the pocket, feeling really, really good about the state of the
window and go for it.
Umpty, found by the taunt. Thanatos with the reverse Justice Punch, making sure that he does as much damage to the Team Liquid jungler as he can. And this is Tank Galio just completely slamming Umpty's Pantheon. Bullet time from Sven guarantees it. Thanatos just slowly walked at him until he died.
Here, let's see, can TL pull out the miracle now?
All right, I don't think so, because Team Liquid they've already lost their jungler. He died to the chicken suit, and that means
was kind of close.
The chicken suit set it up, the hot dog knocked it down. It's Baron for Cloud9 and a 9,000 gold lead.
Yeah, Cloud9 are looking unstoppable at this point. I mean, Umpty just had nothing to say about Thanatos walking at him. Umpty's still on one item. You know, Thanatos completely unfazed by anything he can do to him at this point. He is level 16 on the Galio, complete brick wall in the front line. He hasn't even based it a while, so I'm guessing he's
flank at this point of a gold lead, because if he goes in, he is going back to the spawn platform the hard way. Tries to channel the Keeper's Verdict, at least knocks one of them out. But now, Vulcan with the Unbreakable Will is not an acceptable target. Loki just knocks Core right back off of him as Vulcan continues peeling, and APA is about to be the first to die. Core also dropping dead as Team Liquid's attempt is going to end in disaster. Yawn now has to try to escape from Blabber, who flashes forward to secure the kill. Impact wants to get away, and Loki is happy to send him home. Team Liquid is aced 5-0 in what is surely the final fight here, you would have to think.
I mean, Cloud9 are not messing around this week. They're going to destroy quite a lot of turrets. The death timers are still pretty shallow, but the damage is definitely there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Core got a flank, but that was a hummingbird flanking a grizzly bear. It was not looking like he had much of an opportunity to get anything done there. C9 crush him, 14K. They know they couldn't end, so they just immediately TP bot. They get the tier 2 top, they get the tier 2 bot. They have taken all the outer towers.
The death timers.
Don't speak too soon.
Yeah, there we go. I got caught unawares by that one a little bit, as now the Weaver's Wall flies out. It zones Team Liquid away from being able to adequately protect the tier 3 turret. So the inhibitor line will now be broken. The same screen as this guy. There's your Infernal Dragon. There he goes. Infernal Soul locked in for C9.
My biggest takeaway from this one is how quickly good luck at the final defense.
Well, here it comes. The Weaver's Wall has arrived. Core JJ with a flash over it just to keep himself alive, but he still loses half HP. C9 with their Infernal Soul just trying to force their way into the base now. They do have 2 of these inhibitors opened up and vulnerable. They're going to go ahead and start putting the DPS in those already as Team Liquid scrambles to decide where they want to defend. Do they want to try to fight for the inhibs? Do they want to fight at the Nexus turret? Do they get a chance to fight at all as Core JJ is already down and Umpty's about to follow? It's bullet time, and Yawn's the third to die. C9 will win the game right there. This time, I am sure of it. C9 cleaning up that second inhibitor, going up top side to grab the wave. It's still 30 seconds on Core, Yawn, and Umpty as Blabber's just trying to make sure that Impact doesn't approach from a different angle. He and APA, the last 2 standing on the Team Liquid side, as Vulcan immediately finds a headbutt. The shuffle knocks him back into the fountain, so APA at least gets 1, but the Nexus turrets are already gone, and APA cannot stop them. C9 with a 19-4 scoreline. A seismic shove to try to make it even more, but it won't matter. C9 dominate game 1.
Can't believe how many raw seismic shoves Loki.
I feel like compared to mostly what Impact plays, like you basically want to be glued to a side lane on York, where Impact is known for grouping.
Well, that'll be the test for Team Liquid.
To Blabber now.
But Vulcan and Sven both ready to step up and also join in this fight. Vulcan with a dredge line onto the enemy jungler. Umpty is in danger. The Ishtal impact isn't getting him out. It's first blood for Blabber and C9 as Loki's joined the fight here too. The weirding from a nice slow means Core JJ has to try to flash away, but Yawn's already been locked up. A little bit more damage will seal the deal, and the dredge line's right there. One more auto might get it done. Flash coming out from Sven. And C9
got the Hunting Guy's components, so very quickly working towards that early Leandries. And he is going to be an amazing spot. Impact does hit level 6, summons the Maiden. He's going to use that to just push out that wave really quick. Because Thanatos held on to his TP.
Ooh, Sven taking a lot of damage here from Yawn and Core. The duo with the Lucian, and Melio gets the damage they needed. Perfectly done.
They tilt. But Yawn and Core JJ.
Their APM gets really high, though, as they question mark ping you.
A lot of it's in the chat.
Yawn and Core JJ, though, no tilt. They focus, they got their kill, and they go for their swap. So off of their kill on bottom lane, they swap.
Hey, that's still a lead. He still has more money than the other guy.
Doesn't matter if you're headed by an inch or a mile.
Oh boy, Yon's in some trouble now though as Vulcan immediately goes in for the ulti, but CoreJJ is doing a good job protecting his carry. Dredgeline from Vulcan finds Umpty as Blabber wants to make his way into the fight, finds a nice eep there onto the Skarner. Umpty a little bit more damage, claims the feat of warfare for C9 as they win the 3v3 and they're about to get even more. Yon wants to get away, a little bit more damage is required and Loki is happy to provide. Between Worlds sends Yon to the shadow.
Try and make a top side play, but Loki was playing very well.
Umpty, nice, immediately goes for the flash engage for the Ishtal impact, point blank range to slam Loki into the wall.
Nicely
Don't give the Aurora a chance to get away from it. APA's got the follow-up burst and Team Liquid, now they're mining gold.
Yeah, that was really clean. They got a couple plates there. On the next wave, they can maybe actually just kill this tower straight up. We'll see if they want to stay around for it because it's going to be pretty close to that satchel range. APA is staying, so he wants to continue farming gold from that tower. It is a 1,000 gold lead for C9, but they have this clear point of power in the mid lane for TL, and we have seen this guy do it time and time again on the Ziggs. That's going to be the first tower.
I think that was literally...
If you lose it, it is really terrible, but they're looking potentially for a dive.
Exactly, they're bringing Umpty down, seeing if maybe they can force something here onto Thanatos, as the Mega Gnar is already used, but the Turbid Aggro doesn't go on to Impact, it only goes on to the little ghouls. Now Thanatos, he sees the backup arriving, the Mega Inferno Bomb takes care of him before anything else is even there. APA is citing his sources, and the source of all the hope for Team Liquid is the Ziggs.
APA didn't even have to go himself, so they can just immediately destroy this mid tower since they've got everybody here. And just like that, in the last 2 minutes, Team Liquid have been able to take top side, bottom side, and mid, plus the Rift Herald here, and with the Herald, plus the Ziggs, plus the Yorick, this thing goes down quickly too.
Yeah, they hard force down the tier 2 in mid, and now Team Liquid are the squad with a solid gold lead. Now Loki's going to equalize it yet again by taking the tier 1 turret down there in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, topside, Thanatos putting the pressure on the top tier 1. It's just turrets being demolished all over Summoner's Rift, as Impact at least goes into the top lane fast enough to save that turret from Thanatos. Now he's trying to chase after the Mini-Gnar, but Thanatos is doing a really good job kiting him out, now trying to kill the Maiden. Couple more auto attacks will do it, and there it is. That's what you've been
I'd recommend Team Liquid wait for Thanatos Mega Gnar to expire right now. Thanatos' Mega Gnar is about to go down in top lane. He does have teleport, but it's going to run out now, and he'll be exhausted. Then TL could make the move.
Okay, Impact's wrapping around from behind the Drake pit. Blabber has the Drake aggroed, but C9 not doing a ton of DPS to it. Now Team Liquid just diving in, going right after Blabber, and the C9 jungler is already down, but Yon's gonna be traded back as Loki manages to set up the kill for Sven. Now Vulcan's gotta try to escape, but Loki's still in the Dragon Pit, and Umpty's down now too. C9 have managed to find themselves a +1 trade overall, but the health bars are still low. Team Liquid backing away, neither side has a jungler, and APA still has a Mega Inferno Bomb. There's the opportunity to steal, and surely Cloud9 is aware of it. Impact and CoreJJ just trying to get a little bit of vision. APA wants to steal that objective away as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes in, but it's a little bit too early, and C9 secures the objective and ends
What's on the other side of it? They're pulling Otacon here.
Okay, Team Liquid's already got the Otacon down to half HP, trying to lure Cloud9 in, trying to force them to challenge. Impact has now made his way up to the top side. Recognizing that Loki doesn't have the ulti, Team Liquid knows they are in a stronger position here, and Thornbound Otacon is claimed by
all the way to secondary turret for TL, and then he goes in the same flank spot here at the Tri-Brush.
Okay, one bouncing bomb hits Blabber. The follow-up Comet connects as well. So Blabber already chunked by about a quarter of his HP. Yon taking some big damage though. The dredge line about to follow up with a depth charge as Thanatos wants his way onto the enemy AD carry. Yon is successfully peeled for, and Umpty's got a beautiful counterattack. Loki and Blabber have to scatter as C9 is now in some serious danger. A beautiful ultra fire kick from Melio takes down the enemy carry as C9 are collapsing. Loki, Blabber, and Thanatos trying to get away as Team Liquid have controlled the objective beautifully. The Ocean Drake is smoked down. Just about to half HP. Team Liquid is not stopping. C9 will have to challenge and find a way in here. TL now got the Baron down to 4K. Dredgeline misses from Vulcan. Baron down to 3,000. Umpty ready to maybe go after Loki here through the wall with the Ishtal. Impact tries to catch him, but Loki bounces back to the other side. APA finds him on the very edge of the bomb. Loki can't escape it. And with C9's mid laner down, TL's got a 5v4 with Baron still active. aggroed at 5,000 HP. C9 falls away, and APA Ziggs seals the deal.
Quick, cut to that fan sign that said APA greater than tons of poke damage here from Team Liquid. It's really going to be hard for Cloud9 now.
Well, their team being deep. Look at Loki. He's going to go way behind them. They're going to go for a final fight.
You can see him fly through the air there. Team Liquid now recognizing he's going towards that direction, so they're exiting the other way. Thanatos wants to make his way onto Yawn, but he can't find the angle here as Umpty tries to pull everybody back into the Mega Inferno Bomb. Thanatos gets a big Mega Gnar onto Yawn, but it's not big enough. He can't even slam him into the wall as Yawn's got the culling. Vulcan dropping fast. Umpty's got to be careful. Impacts on the flank here, but low HP on Yawn, and Umpty makes it hard for the rest of the team to follow up. Loki's got to try to get away. APA's unstoppable. Loki burns down again. Blabber's trying to fight in a 1v4, but it's not going to do enough. A little more damage will finish him off as Impact tries to deal with Sven, but the Corki comes out on top. Shut down over to the C980 carry. APA with the flash over the wall. He just don't miss. APA flashes in, gets back out, and gets the job done.
That one little blossom right there on the screen, the minefield of blossoms. APA gets it
You already
done.
called it out, Isaac. They forgot about it. They let it slip. They weren't doing their due diligence, and Team Liquid were happy to punish. As now C9 has to try to scramble to defend their mid lane. And hit Yawn. That was a very, very relentless pursuit. He goes in way too far, or does he? The follow-up isn't there. He can't be punished. It was a bait all along. And Team Liquid get the one kill of the fight and continue their pressure as Yawn backs away. The remaining 4 players take out the mid lane inhib. They'll walk top to put the pressure onto the top lane inhibitor since that turret is already gone here too. Should be able to grab both of these, and with 1 minute left on the clock until Baron, all the extra pressure is going to help them a lot as Yawn has made his way back into the fight now, healed up off of the camps. Core JJ's in a killing spree. Blabber is down. Thanatos dies to Yawn's bullets before he can go mega and try to heal up a little bit. Team Liquid now in a spot.
And actually almost deleted Thanatos, grabbing them the extra kill. So Team Liquid here, here's another look at it. Yeah, with the picture-in-picture, he goes up, he absorbed everything. The Aurora comes in, and then look at what you have to go through. This Ziggs minefield, Ziggs bombs, the Skarner makes it very easy for him to peel, and the Baron here is just deleted.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's the Breath of Life, there's the back-to-back shields, there's the Echoes of Helia shield, there's the Moonstone shield in healing.
But it's not going to work. APA has already found him. He's marked him and picked him off. There's no way that Loki can get in there and try to make this play work, as Sven now has to retreat, and the first Nexus turret is already down. C9 scrambling to try to defend, and now Team Liquid is ready to just full send this all the way. APA with a teleport straight in their face as Blabber's going to be the first target. C9 looking to go after Umpty, but that's not going to matter. Core JJ finally taken out by Loki. Umpty dies too. Yawn goes on a killing spree, but now a massive Mega Gnar right back the other way. Team Liquid went too hard, too far. It's a 4-kill fight for C9.
We saw this last week. 2 inhibitors down. Cloud9 clutch a team fight in their base, and they're going to survive. The soul is available for them to take. Are they actually going to be able to do this again?
They might. I mean, they're going for the soul right now. APA has no summoners. It would be so dangerous for him to stay around. He could try to throw a Mega Inferno Bomb and just pray he randomly gets it, but this is going to be very hard, and he has been spotted, so they know he's in the area now. I mean, this just came so much harder now for TL to actually close out this game.
Even before Vulcan saw him, they saw the Dragon attack one time over the wall, so APA was the nearest target for that Dragon to go after since he threw the bomb.
Map should be pretty easy for APA to blow up.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. As Umpty and Yawn now stepping closer into the Baron pit. The Baron is still being focused by C9, but it is not dropping quickly. Impact going after Thanatos for the 1v1 off on the right, while the 4v4 in the river might just erupt as the Baron is already down to 3,000 HP. Mega Inferno Bomb! APA steals it away! He just doesn't miss this game! As Blabber versus Umpty starting the fight, Vulcan has to flash away to try to escape as Team Liquid now trying to deal with Loki in the middle of everybody, but Loki has already killed off Core JJ. Yawn with a flash out, Sven with a flash follow. C9 has found the enemy AD carry, but Impact also killed Vulcan. C9 has only lost their support, and Impact dies to the rat-a-tat-tat of the machine gun blast as Blabber chases after Umpty. Team Liquid may have stolen the Baron, but everything else in the fight is all C9.
The only one that will be left alive once Umpty gets chased down here is going to be APA. He preserves.
He has complete changed his strategy. All these earlier fights that they're losing, he's going for Yon. Back-to-back fights they have won. He focuses core. It's all in on core. You just kill off the Emilio. It's way easier to do. He's still very, very strong. It's going to come down to execution. And core's got to find a way to both stay safe, himself, but also still stay close enough to Yon that he can protect him if they're going to go for him.
And Cloud9 are spreading into the 1-3-1 with their Elder buff. They're bringing Blabber over now from the top side to close the loop, push down the tower. Bottom side, Thanatos will be able to push in as well versus Impact. Even though in the previous fight, Impact was able to actually push Thanatos away.
Big calling on Blabber. That's most of the bullets hitting again. Blabber down to 25% HP. Forced away from that tier 2 turret. Ocean Soul's going to heal him up, and Thanatos, all the meanwhile, was left alone in the bottom lane to remove that tier 2 from Summoner's Rift. There's less than a minute remaining on the Elder
With the Elder, then you can't just clear the waves and avoid the fight. Then you're forced to fight into the Elder, which you're going to lose. So we'll see if C9 tries to force their hand here and just look for a dive.
Okay, Mega Inferno Bomb trying to clear the wave out. Thanatos jumps over the wall. C9 ready to force down the tier 3 turret, and they've already got it. Team Liquid scrambling on the defense to hold C9 at bay. Mid lane inhibitor down, and C9 away from the rest of his team. C9's going to try to rush the Baron. Team Liquid is barreling down the mid lane, going after the C9 base. They have to get through an inhibitor, and then they have to go straight after the Nexus turrets. The Baron's going to get taken. Thanatos has to hold the line here. He's all alone. Team Liquid might just be going for the end of the game. Thanatos has to try to escape. The calling making its way into the C9 top laner, but it ain't going to do enough. Now Team Liquid is very far ahead, and everybody from C9 is already here. Impact down. Umpty on the run. Yon locked up as Blabber goes golden. A double kill back over to Loki. Umpty will be next to die. C9. They make the call to go for the Baron. Thanatos can hold on long enough. The Nexus turrets won't die fast enough, and Team Liquid is staring down a 2v5. APA barely escapes, but he's got a hell of a job ahead of him.
Yeah, there's only 30 seconds on Elder Dragon, so even if they couldn't go straight for the base, they could get that. It's APA against the world right now. Cloud9 on the brink of another miraculous comeback game.
And C9 have the Baron this time. It wasn't stolen away. APA cannot just Mega Inferno Bomb the wave to save the game.
There's no way.
He has to find some kind of a crazy outplay here, but C9's got everybody. Thanatos with the Mega Gnar back into the Nexus. APA's first death will be the death of Team Liquid, and C9 in a come-from-behind victory take this series 2-0.
Back-to-back win. A very diverse champion pool so far this split. So I'm looking at 100 Thieves composition overall. There's a lot of stuff they want to do through Sniper. He picked the Gwen early. They picked the Nefiri very early.
But they're not going to go for the dive under turret. Hard to actually burst down that Camille, especially with Exhaust taken by Sniper. So no flash available, but hey, if you're playing weak side and you're just gonna be under your turret the early game, that's totally fine. River will eventually...
was just so slow. Not only did he rush Mercury Treads, he took the detour for Dark Seal, and he's building towards a Catalyst. Ooh, River here to defend a dive. I mean, 100 Thieves is playing full defense, and it's interesting because the weak side Sniper has been properly respectful, but that also has taken away any edge or solo kill look he'd go for, as they might go for a fight here.
Zeus could be in trouble. Instead, it's actually Grand Starfall from Contract trying to get damage on the Quid. Again, kind of tanky right now. Do they have the damage to kill him? He goes down. First blood to Contract. Straight up for Palafox. Contract's on the Pantheon now, trying to trade back onto River. Zeus locking down Ayla. River just doesn't have enough in the tank. That's a double kill to Contract as the curtain's been called. Oh, but the Dredge line cancels it out. Zeus stopping FBI's ultimate. That's 2 on the board. Usually the Kinkle's a bad thing, I suppose. But here we go.
Angle.
So Quid in the brush right now. Drops the ward down, goes in, clean combo. Oh, and we're back to live actually. We don't get to analyze that one any longer as Ayla might just be caught out, but the Gravity Well from Quid buys a lot of time. Still kill over to Contract. Shopify Rebellion claim the feat of Warfare, and they're going to look to scrap at the Dragon. 100 Thieves have 3 members pretty healthy here. Palafox will push the mid wave, but River, yeah, he doesn't want to hard commit to it. They control the Banana Brush.
They're in pretty good shape. Zeus has to be a little bit careful because of his low health, but Shopify is a stronger team, I think.
FBI going in and just gets punished for it. That was a flash forward, I believe, and he goes down. River trying to equalize, get 1 out of Contracts. That's a 1-for-1 so far, but B-Boy yet again. Oh, but River with a double kill as Quid just doesn't quite have enough damage with the help of Ayla. That will be enough. Now Quid gets it. 100 Thieves turn the play.
That
started up
might...
yet again, and Shopify Rebellion, I don't know if they're going to walk up and contest this.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Contracts, I don't believe, has his ultimate just yet that he'd want to fly in with, and they don't have any river control, so just danger zone.
Flash over the wall from Ayla. Chain CC. Where you going, Palafox? Answers nowhere. Grand Circle onto FBI, though. Still no summoner spells. Contracts takes him out as River's locked down by Seos. Flashes away to safety, but Fudge has joined up with the rest of Shopify Rebellion, and now River with the knockup will make it out. Quid, Gravity Well yet again stopping Fudge, but 100 Thieves cannot go for the Dragon anymore. Shopify Rebellion strike back.
I mean, they lose the battle, but if 100 Thieves probably wins the war because they just got the feat of first turret to secure their overall feat of strength, and they will when they get another objective, so that's still on the table, but
Sure,
they get...
yeah. Specifically.
It's such a fun matchup to watch as a fight's happening bot lane.
Ooh, big damage. Locked up, taken down. Ayla's out of there. Contracts making another play happen. 5-1 and 2 on the Pantheon.
Palafox teleports in at the end, which actually means mid lane is unprotected.
B-Boy's jumping away, but Curtain Call, and River's just diving under the turret. That's flash out of B-Boy, but he's out of there. River with the kill credit. Palafox, and it's not even 1,000 gold advantage for 100 Thieves, so I'd say Shopify Rebellion, this isn't the cleanest early game we've seen from them, but it's still looking like a decent winnable game from their perspective.
Yeah, it reminds me of a lot of Shopify games we've seen so far where they feel really close to being able to win as Sniper goes for
There's
Fudge
the exhaust,
here.
River's nearby, and Fudge is still just zooming out of there. Through the exhaust and everything, I think he's going to get the safety. Contract's nearby, River cannot. But the rest of the team just is not set up to actually capitalize on that. 100 Thieves, yeah, just kind of brute forcing their way in, and despite Shopify Rebellion doing some homework, not able to catch it. So another objective, but here's that gold graph you were talking about, Jat.
It's closer than you think. I mean, look at it 20 minutes, how close all those games are that all ended up in defeat. And we might be seeing the same story here if they can't defend this Otacon, because not only did the Drake go over, they're still not in position. If 100 Thieves can just clean both these objectives, this is such a long turn. Shopify must fight this.
We're around that moment where the wheels fall off for Shopify Rebellion, as it's instead Palafox engaged by Ayla.
Does he have friends, though?
No damage following up right now. Now Sniper comes in, flash out from Palafox, trying to get the safety, but over the wall goes River, trying to dive onto the back line. What are we doing? River goes way too far forward. Will at least get the kill through the bleed. 1-for-1. Palafox has Weaver's Wall and teleport. 100 Thieves, they're spotted on the objective. Do they want to commit? Taking that debuff, the armor shred, the magic resist shred, makes the fight afterwards very difficult, but getting the Otacon is a huge buff right now. Flash forward from Seos.
Trying to get
Throws out the ultimate onto Quid, and now in comes Contracts, but now teleport deep. That's going to be Sniper going into everybody. Seos is already down, and now Sniper can continue the chase. Curtain Call. Contracts throws up the shield. Aegis Assault trying to keep himself alive as he's logging out Quid, but again, the damage is just coming through. Locked down Quid with the kill credit as Ayla on the flank, gifting the kill over to Shopify Rebellion. 1-for-2 in favor of the Thieves.
I love watching Otacon in these fights.
Shot does hit. Nautilus very low now. Weaver's Wall used. 100 Thieves still in fine position right now, so Palafox not really stopping anything with that one, and 100 Thieves will just get the Dragon.
Yeah, Shopify going to try and counter by getting this mid turret. They likely will, but they got to be a bit careful of Ayla flying in there. Putting themselves on a soul point, though, 100 Thieves is going to be happy with this overall exchange.
Yeah, Infernal Soul as well. Very powerful one to pick up here for somebody like Neferi, who just wants to jump in and one-shot people. You like Sniper as well in that side lane. It's going to be even harder to deal with. And here we go again. River is just soloing this Otacon. Yeah.
No one has touched that top wave in like 5 minutes.
I don't think it even exists in these top laners' minds, solo laners' minds, anybody's minds. It's all about the objectives. It's all about the Otacon. Shopify Rebellion going in yet again. Seos dredge lines the wall a third time here. Not punished immediately this time, still alive. 100 Thieves taking a lot of debuffs there. Flash away from Fudge, now turns back around. Contracts jumping into the Otacon pit. River there, but Otacon's getting low. Who's gonna get it? It's Contracts! Shopify Rebellion with the steal as 100 Thieves, they can't chase down. They're not gonna find anything for that. Contracts can just run away. Smite, you can't hold that against River. You're not gonna be able to outsmite that. It's just so much damage from the Pantheon. Contracts knowing the limits of the champion.
Not criticizing Quid's build, just stating where it is in its current level of power.
And it changes the options that 100 Thieves really have available. It's very impressive that they've gotten to go for it. Find a little pick there. That could have been disastrous, but River is able to jump away.
Yeah, and there's just been so much grouping in this game. I know 100 Thieves typically has been the solo queue team, so to speak, as they might go for a fight in mid here.
Ooh, Sniper's just going to commit with the ultimate. Fudge slowed down, but not taken out. Now Sniper could be in some trouble, taking up a lot of damage himself, but Palafox with a flick back and it's B-Boy with the shutdown, but Quid on a killing spree will claim Seos. 1-for-1 support for top laner.
It almost Talia roaming. I think the fact that Palafox getting hooked early.
Ayla has flash available, has to use it very early just to save that health bar because Dragon's up, but now no flash available for it. Means that Shopify Rebellion will start it up. River's just jumping in, and Dragon's down. Very fast Dragon pickup for Shopify Rebellion, denying the soul, and now they want more. Jumping onto Sniper.
Might be a mistake.
No flash available as he went for that exhaust. That was down 2. Seos caught away from the rest of the team, and he's out of there. River, whoa, flash away. That's 2 kills picked up by the Thieves, making it 3. B-Boy's able to jump away, but oh, Fudge burns down River coming out of the stasis, flashes the wall. He might just get out of there.
Fudge.
100 Thieves trying to chase him, but Fudge will escape.
Phase rush at the
Far side
last.
alteration, they will notice it, but they're going to have to approach into Fog of War. There's a second one that goes down. Baron's getting low, and they still have the
Baron steal, maybe?
Neferi ability to burst it. Contract's trying to get in there with the Q smite. He might just be able to take it. Contracts with the Baron steal. He just walks up and claims it for himself. The fight afterwards might not go their way, though. The Thieves have the first kill. Contracts gets the objective, but he gives his life for it. Now Fudge got to get out of there as Seos fell as well. Fudge trying to escape. B-Boy on the flank right there. Quid goes into the stasis. Fudge has the shield, but Sniper claims the kill. Quid's still alive. The Thieves stand. Only 2 members with
Baron buff to try and push that mid lane, and I think 100 Thieves is going to flank him and try and fight.
It was only 2 members, but those 2 members are on the wave right now. Instead, it's Shopify Rebellion looking for the engage onto Ayla, but it's Seos that could get caught out right now. Quid's in a safe position, knocked up, but they're pulling Ayla in. Ayla has to flash defensively. Curtain called. Seos is down. FBI picks that one up as Quid throws out the Chaos Storm. River looking for more on the Fudge. No flash available, but he gets back to the safety of his team.
Start this early as Contracts is coming
Contracts
up.
has the Grand Starfall. He could look for the flanking ultimate. If you catch somebody like FBI, no flash available. Somebody like Quid does have the flash, is pretty tanky as well. So you're probably going to be looking at Sniper right now. Zoning ultimate, now jumping onto River. Uses the Hound's Pursuit to get away right there. Untargetable. A Sniper goes untargetable as well. 100 Thieves just push Shopify away from the Dragon. Equalizer goes down, but not a lot of damage. It's just stopping River. He jumps over the wall. It could come down to another smite fight. Can Contracts get it? Not this time. It's River securing the Dragon's soul as now they throw the ultimate in. River looking for the damage. Can he get the resets? Quid with the kill. River with the resets on Neferi. And the team fight slaughter for the Thieves. Seos joins in just to die. It's only Palafox. Weaver's walling away from the fight. The Thieves crush it.
That might end up doing it here. Cannon Wave in the bot lane. 40-second death timers across the board. Quid and River, I mean River especially, just flew into everyone.
Yeah.
Goes untargetable at the most inopportune moments for Shopify and just wrecks them in this fight.
That's only Palafox left alive. No flash available. Curtain call slowing him down. No chance of escape. Ace for FBI. The Baron steal was cool, but winning a game feels a little better. 100 Thieves will go 1-0 in the series.
100 Thieves was inevitable in this game. I gotta shout out the 350 CS for FBI's Jhin. They just outfought them, even if Contracts outsmote them, and they take game 1.
100 Thieves getting it done. Shopify Rebellion again struggling.
They're Alistair. That is just a turd in the bot lane for the first 20 minutes of the game. Smolder, Alistair, how are they gonna lane with this?
Turd in the bot lane. That's a new approaching. Doesn't miss, or doesn't hit the spear, rather. So no chance of a steal. I say with bated breath as he's still hanging around.
What are you doing, River?
Yeah, Contracts has no way out other than flash. He just has to use it. Seos use the battle dance. Or grand entrance, rather. As now Sniper flashes forward. There's no more defensive abilities on Contracts. First blood. Crocodile hunting in the jungle.
That's great.
Rebellion. As they're even getting invaded in their own jungle. Like River and Quid are just walking up, forcing Contracts into an awkward position, who now decides to go back in. But here comes Ayla and Sniper. Full engage comes through from the Thieves, but Quid actually taunted up, does go down first. Contracts still alive, fighting his way through it. Ayla has to flash the wall. River back over the wall, but Seos immediately locking him down. River does get the kill. B-Boy fails the flash for the recall. Trying to style on River, but Palafox can be the hero still. Orb of Deception for the kill. Sniper claims B-Boy a slaughter. Ayla gets out just fine. Now Sniper on the flank here. No more summoner spells or defensive tools on B-Boy, but Seos trying to play Savior, taunting up onto the turret. B-Boy's alive! Locks him down, rooted up. Sniper, one more turret shot would have killed him, but he does get out. Now Palafox looking for the resets. He gets one. B-Boy picking up that kill. FBI has to flash away from Fudge, who's diving onto the turret. Shopify Rebellion, This is their fight. They pick up 2 and get the dragon. They haven't gotten the gold lead over 100 Thieves. Yes, they had a really good play there, but now 100 Thieves making their own play, engaging here onto contracts. The Smolder ultimate comes down as Fudge joins in, but Unstoppable Onslaught not going to land. Sniper now on the flank all alone here. Palafox waiting on the charm, does land it now. Chain CC, all the knockups, cannot move. Sniper goes down as now Ayla was trying to back up his team. Quid comes in, trying to turn it. Palafox should be in some trouble. Fate Seal not used yet. He's charmed up, and he's just going to go down too. Quid cannot even press the R button. Ayla's ultimate has expired. Disaster for the Thieves. Shopify Rebellion find 2.
I mean, that was just Shopify overpowering 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves really trying to brute force their way in, but they have a level 9 Smolder as a lot of their damage. And
Quid still has a Fate Sealed in the flash, so Palafox is going to look for a little hunting here. But Quid realizes he is in danger. Max range charm almost lands. Quid able to sidestep it. It's now the dragon started up by Shopify.
Yeah, they probably get this unless 100 Thieves wants to be really ambitious. Sniper gets the turret. If he teleports in, he wouldn't have his Renekton ultimate.
Interesting that FBI just threw out the ultimate immediately.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to poke them. They're trying to poke them and make this hard, so they want to get as much tempo out of this as possible. If 100 Thieves could also prevent their approach to mid lane and get 2 turrets out of this trade, it ends up being quite worth it.
And they're not going to go in time, but maybe they can take the fight after the fact here. Contracts locked down, but Ayla instead rooted up here. The Alistair just not tanky enough. Hitting Fudge back, trying to reposition with the rest of his team, but in goes Contracts. Fudge with the kill credit. Shopify Rebellion's tank is just bigger. As B-Boy is very low, Sniper on the flank, tries to jump in there, but yet again, Seos keeping his AD carry alive. As Sniper now trying to reposition with the rest of the team. Fudge goes into the Herald, gets 1 knockup, Charm lands as well. He's doing donuts in the river. Let's go! Fudge doing the drive-by here. Now he's going to link back up with the rest of the team. He's out of there.
I mean, he's passed his driving exam there. That was expert. Everybody gets out. You know, Fudge silent distraction.
You know what we call that one in Minnesota? It's called whipping shitties right there, baby. He did a...
They know they're here.
Sniper has
getting shredded.
He has no flash, so he can look for the flank here, but he's going to be just walking in. Seos all alone right now. To count down to half health. Dicey is the name of the game here. Shopify Rebellion, I think they're just committing to it. They want to go for it, but instead they flash in. Contracts looking for the engage on the FBI. Sniper with a long flank, but yet again, taunted up by Seos. B-Boy's alive. Palafox is not. Quid gets the kill. Sniper's limping away, trying to survive, but will be taken down eventually. Contracts gets that one, but Fudge is taking so much damage from FBI, just free firing. The Smolder is eventually doing it. Quid now in some trouble. Has to solo bounce back in, but Fudge gets it. With the decimating smash, goes into the zombie form. FBI with the kill. River over the wall now. As Seos and B-Boy are there. Yeah, he's got to get out of there. Fudge can just beat. Ooh, big charm from Palafox. Will chunk out Sniper to start off the fight. Fudge also looks like he got chunked down a little bit. Engaged from Ayla. Chain CC. They're just taking out Seos. No defense this time. B-Boy's going to have to do it all on his own, and he just gets heavily chunked. Has the ultimate available. Flank from Sniper. B-Boy's out of there. Sniper's down. Shopify Rebellion will equalize the kills. Top laner for support. 100 Thieves maybe looking to engage more onto Palafox. The charms used. FBI's just peppering Fudge with damage now, but 100 Thieves control the access point to the dragon.
I think they'll be able to secure this because of their clean engage onto Rakan at the very start. Yep, they stopped the soul point. And it could have been much worse. I mean, they got a clean one-shot off onto Sniper, which surprised me. Sniper was in the middle of all of them. Sterix popped, could never get his Q off. Otherwise, I think he actually turns that into a bigger disaster, but still a very large win for 100 Thieves.
Still so much CC to get through that Shopify Rebellion can layer on top of it. But at the end of the day...
Now there's no tempo for Shopify. They have to either give up a full lane of minions or just... they're going to give up a full wave on the... top lane. Bot lane is getting caught by Fudge, but that means they lose mid push, maybe even lose mid turret. That was a really nice macro play by 100 Thieves, not getting engaged on in the mid lane there.
Yeah, and now they're actually going to look for this mid turret here. FBI, one auto should take it down. It's actually Quid that will go for it as Sniper holding the flank from Fudge and Contracts.
So we're both on waves. Shopify has to fight that right away.
Yeah.
If they don't, they lose a bunch of gold.
No hesitation right here. Looking at Quid, looking like a donkey in a derby. No business being there. Shopify Rebellion pounce and will take him down, but he buys a lot of time. That's a teleport coming in from Sniper. Rest of Shopify going to turn on to the Renekton. Ayla's there to try and keep him alive. FBI, the dragon, is pumping damage. As now River's the focus here. Seos goes in, but B-Boy just can't get the damage down. Sniper lives. FBI's got space to play with. Charm lands. Ayla's out of there. B-Boy can turn this. Shopify Rebellion pushing River back, pushing FBI back. Side of the river. And 100 Thieves are not just going to walk in blind. They're playing it safe, sticking together.
Sniper is one wave away from 16. He'd love to get that, but he has no ability to do it with the Drake being started right now.
This is Soul Point, or rather, yes, Soul Point currently for Shopify Rebellion. This would be Soul if they could pick it up here. As big damage, Charm lands in onto Ayla. Learns his ult. Flank in from Sniper. He's looking at Contracts. He's looking at B-Boy. B-Boy has to use the ultimate very early, and now he's knocked up. Ayla gets in onto the backline, but he's taken out immediately. And yet again, the front line for the Rebels holds, but Quid with the Fate Seal takes down 2. FBI on a rampage. Sniper buys a lot of time, but Palafox and Fudge will take him out. Not in time to get the Dragon. 100 Thieves deny again.
Oh, Kangas, this game is so close. They want to chase down Fudge.
I think he's fine. He's got Flash available, plus the Charm, but he's actually locked out. Can he take out River? Almost gets him. Stasis used. FBI getting another one. The burn? Oh, Fudge lives.
Doesn't want to expend his Flash for a kill because he knows it's going to be valuable in an upcoming fight. I think that's actually a very smart move by FBI to not chase that kill. What a sequence there. 100 Thieves narrowly avoid the Ocean Soul going over again. Get the turret at the back end as well. See, that's just as valuable as the kill.
These Dragon fights are so... River can get over the wall with the blast count. Sniper already pops the Dominus. Ayla gets charmed up, has the Unbreakable Will still, and now uses it onto Seos, getting chunked out heavily. Seos has to try and go back in, but he's getting burnt out. B-Boy in trouble as well. Shopify Rebellion burning! The Smolder passive not going to get any kills there, but Shopify Rebellion have to run all the way back to base. 100 Thieves, they could start up the Baron.
They probably have enough damage for this as long as Quid is full hitting it and using his spells. Man, Smolder's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
And this is what we talked about during the draft, though. These last 2 games, 100 Thieves has had that insurance policy. In game 1, it's the Victor. In game 2, it's the Smolder, where it's going to look a little rough early, but if the game gets messy and long enough, we're going to have this thing in our back pocket.
Yeah.
And the thing this
game,
Sniper has his GA as well, so he might try and suicide a bit in the next fight to just buy space, knowing that FBI is actually cutting through the Scion.
Oh, picking Rivers, huge! Shut down over to Contracts, and they might even look for more. Ayla has to use a Pulverize, trying to keep himself alive. He uses the ultimate. Headbutt to safety, does get out as Quid now trying to draw battle lines with FBI.
Yeah, Shopify's just not in a good spot here. Like, it's so hard for them to make an approach. Sniper and River are holding the flank.
This is exactly how the last fight set up, but this time Shopify are wise to it. They see Sniper on the flanks. They're going to push him away immediately. Dragon is started by Quid right now, and Seos is looking for his own flank, but he is spotted as well.
I mean, I don't love that 100 Thieves is starting it. They can't let it get into smite range, so they're probably going to hold it around like 2,000 or 3,000 before hoping for a fight, and then burst it down and Shopify gives it up.
Yeah, Shopify Rebellion not feeling like that was their moment. They will just back off and allow 100 Thieves to get picked up from Sniper. Usually once you get that, you're deciding that the game will be over soon. River getting picked again! Shopify Rebellion making River's life misery right now. As now they look in onto FBI. Summoner spells are available. He uses both, but B-Boy straight on top of him. B-Boy the hero catches FBI in retreat and claims the Dragon's life. Now Sniper's all alone. Fudge pushing him away. Now the rest of the team jumping in. Shopify Rebellion trying to lock down the front line. Sniper's out of there. The Crocodile will go down. GA wasted. And you have to imagine he's not getting out of here either. Tries one-ditch effort onto B-Boy. Taken out, though. Shopify Rebellion with a huge play.
I mean, massive that they were able to get River and FBI down. But it's a question of what does this actually give them? Because if you could just hope to...
using that as the magnet to pull FBI in.
You see where Rakan is?
Oh. You know what? I'm happy
Rakan
you
is
just
looking
pointed
for
that
a
out.
flank here. He's on a control ward, so 100 Thieves doesn't know he's back there, and here's the fight.
And now Fudge going in for the start of it. Now, big Fate sealed onto Contracts, taking a lot of damage. Snipers onto him, but now the flank from Seos. Palafox joining in as well. Damage onto the back line. Snipers out of there. Shopify Rebellion. The long con from Seos pays off as Contracts goes on a killing spree. FBI's out of there. Double kill to B-Boy, and the Rebels win the fight.
This might be the game. They're going to be able to kill River here as well. All 5 are alive. They got a wave in the mid lane. I think they're setting this to a game 3.
You have to imagine. Now, can they get the wave there in time? They got to do damage to the turret first. Now the wave arrives. 40 seconds on everybody. It's only Ayla left. This is a game for Shopify Rebellion, keeping themselves in the conversation here as they'll take a game off of 100 Thieves.
B-Boy 719, Palafox steps up. Ayla tries in vain to stop the push, but he will not be able to.
Justin Alistair, Lonely Cow, he goes down. GG, Shopify Rebellion.
It was in doubt for a bit, actually. This game started strongly in the favor of Shopify. It swung back. It felt like it was just going
to land the flawless duet. We'll look that one up.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with Aurelia Q, W, E, and R.
There we go.
Yeah, that's always a good fallback for me.
Getting that advantageous
Sniper
trade.
might think about all in here.
Yeah. Doesn't get the stun into the wall. Sniper has the ultimate available. Stunned up, knocked back. Sniper in trouble, but jumps away with the flash. Fudge following, taking the turret, but first blood to Contracts.
And that's just playing
It
around.
felt like maybe the Nocturne being up there earlier was going to back up, but yeah, you just wanted to go farm. River was not interested in this.
I mean, it's quite greedy by Sniper to go for this all-in.
Typically, I tell observers, please don't look top lane, ever. I don't want to watch like a Renekton fighting a Scion, but I do want to watch this right now as the engage comes through. Paranoia on the B-Boy, trying to kill FBI through it. Not enough. 100 Thieves get on the board, chasing down Seos, has the flash available, pulled back, but not
Giving
out.
Up another dragon to try and keep the Aurelia far behind. Ayla's here to shadow.
Palafox is there as well, right of the Arcane. Very powerful ultimate that Palafox can use to just get damage onto the turret. And now they're using the Maokai ultimate as well. Sniper in trouble, has the flash available, right of the Arcane. Damage on top, Chain CC, in goes Ayla to try and save the top laner's life, but Fudge has enough health, he will survive. But in comes Quid with a teleport flank, flash out from Palafox. He gets to safety. Shopify Rebellion. Success, flash from Ayla to get over the wall. River does have the Paranoia. Ayla just has to set it up, but Palafox not interested in that. Paranoia is now used, no stun available, no flash. That is a dead Palafox. And it's Quid that's picking up the kill.
He knew it was dangerous.
Dynan losing the way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shopify Rebellion currently still on control of the Herald, though. River's nearby, but no Paranoia available. Contracts does have the ultimate for the Maokai, so I think that they should be able to secure this unless River can just walk up and smite it. Shopify Rebellion surely can push them off and make sure that River does not have an approach here, but I'm also looking at FBI and Ayla on the bottom side here. FBI's a little too far away, and that is Herald secured by Contracts. So Shopify Rebellion, they lose a member, but they do get the objective.
Oh, a Dig loss. Shopify could earn second in the group, and if Dig upset, SR will earn third in the group. So they really just do want to win this game, and their whole group stage could be safe.
Yeah, all they have to do is win. And that's the expected outcome tomorrow, is FlyQuest taking that victory over Dignitas. So Shopify Rebellion do have a very...
Started down on the bot side, and then even just with an Essence Reaver BF sword, a huge amount of poke from B-Boy's Lucian.
Insane. River does not have a lot of defensive items, just some health and magic resist. Quid did go for the teleport.
Yeah, it's taking so long. With it being said now, Contract gets his boost stolen away. They lose 2/3 of this mid turret. Now 100 Thieves might be looking for a dive.
Ooh, they use Contract's ultimate right now. 100 Thieves set it up, but yeah, good defense from Shopify Rebellion. Seos still has a breath of life. Contracts actually decides to go in. Ayla's taking some damage. Paranoia, Sniper on the flank, but he gets marked. Turret goes down. Teleport in from Fudge. Shopify Rebellion have to back off.
100 Thieves are okay just taking the turret and backing away. It is a trade of Nocturne ult for Maokai and Lucian ultimate, and they're just going to kind of take their gold lead back to base to spend, I think.
I think so. Very patient game from both of these teams. They know there's a lot at stake for seeding here. A Sniper actually throws out the ultimate. Fudge in trouble, does not have Meganar, but he's got backup! Palafox helping him out!
Yeah, 100 Thieves is in here, though, so they're just going to start this Drake and hope that Shopify moves in. And then I think River's going to look to turn. Where's Aurelia? They need to find Sniper.
Sniper is on the flank. Ayla as well. They throw out the Maokai ultimate to root everybody up. It's only 2 members. Quid taking a big chunk right now, but the Paranoia plus the bullet time! Combo goes in, Quid goes deep into the backline. He's taken out, B-Boy still alive! Finally will fall, but Shopify Rebellion have done so much damage as Fudge jumps onto FBI. It's all down to Sniper. Can he dance around? No! Contracts on a killing spree. Shopify Rebellion did it!
What a fight by Shopify. They counter by the Melio, and then Fudge gets all the work done before Sniper can even approach the fight.
Yeah, and Sniper doesn't really have a great escape there, so he decides to go back and just gets blown up. And that shows it's hard to kill through the Melio Pal. Like, all right,
okay.
All right, yeah, sure, we'll take it. Demonte as well. Yeah, let's go.
Fudge just lost Mega, so he will teleport in as Mini.
Sure. Mininar not nearly as scary, but here's Contracts throwing out the ultimate now. Fudge on the flank. Lights go out. Paranoia used. Contracts has to get close enough to try and go for the Otacon steal, and he doesn't get it, but Fudge does! Fudge playing hero with 18 health, claims the objective for the team. Contracts trying to get out of there now. Big engage from Ayla. Sniper unleashed as he'll claim Contracts' life. Shopify only 4 members left. But
attrition looks like it's been won, and they're going to be able to take this third Drake.
Yep. Fudge starts it up. Palafox there as well. Keeping Contracts in the mid lane in case the Baron was contested, but now Contracts can lock down, guarantee the take. As the Baron will smash plus smite. No steal that time from anybody. Shopify Rebellion with 3 Hex Dragons. So, and it's always just terrifying to be on that sideline, Zareth, when there's the Nocturne. But you know what's not terrifying? When you get vision control around Baron and you start it up. They're going to try to get teleport out of Quid. Pretty classic setup right now. Quid now will teleport. This means Shopify Rebellion can just decide to back off, or they can commit to it. River's walking up. Can he get the steal? Sniper 1v1, but he's taking a lot of damage right to the Arcane, doing work. As Paranoia goes up, and he's diving over the backline all alone. River almost throws his life away into the pit.
Quid's back. This is dangerous for Shopify.
Okay, it's going to be a 5v5. Shopify Rebellion were not able to burst it down fast enough. Quid now taking the Hex Gate over. The Paranoia used, and that is Dragon Soul. Contract secures it. Uses Quid as his escape tool as well. Shopify Rebellion in full retreat mode. 100 Thieves cannot chase them down.
Mistake away. Because if Palafox steps out of position with no flash, they kill him. If they can engage on B-Boy, kill him, they can still win the game. But now, they have a lot of damage.
Yeah, has to flash away, and one more. Oh, the shield, and it's not enough! Fudge and Palafox again find the pick. They're going to turn it into another one. River's going down. B-Boy with the kill. Shopify Rebellion with 2 picks. We'll look to the Baron.
5v3, Sniper, Quid, FBI would be the only ones who could defend this Baron. I think they're just going to try and maximize gold and keep the waves pushed. This is Shopify turning the corner.
This is an earned Baron from Shopify Rebellion. This was none of that, hey, let's dance around it, let's start it up and force them to walk into it. This was a pick.
This game is what gets you going, because it is absolutely, you need so much patience.
Yep.
You have so much range advantage. You can't make any mistakes. Like, you have to play so disciplined, and for 38 minutes, they've been doing it. They needed to stop Sniper from getting ahead. They did that. They needed to mark him on every fight. They did that. Now
Quid with the shuffle of a lifetime on the B-Boy right there, but he's about to go down right afterwards. Flank on from River. Gets onto Palafox, has to go into the stasis. Contracts and Fudge are just playing their own game right now. They got an FBI flashed into the wall up. He's stunned up, taking down Fudge with the kill. River just can't kill Palafox through Seus's heels. River's gonna fall. Shopify Rebellion absorbed the play, turn it right back on the Thieves. Rebellions are built on hope, and the Thieves will fall in this best of 3. Shopify Rebellion have done it. They got on the board, and they will win this series.
Shopify play all 9 games, win the last one, and they're still alive for top 2.
Flowers to the Rebels.